So many people probably didn't notice because it wasn't a big change, but a small new update came out on the main Titanfall world. Uh, just small features and two new avatars. Spectre uh, from Titanfall 1 and the Marvin from Titanfall 1 over here. So now we've got two games. Soon Apex to add on to it makes three, and it's real neat. A lot of people were confused what Commando Marvin was going to be. That's just what Marvin from Titanfall 1 is called in the game files, and I decided to call him that because it was cool. One noticeable thing, I removed the camera just because it was really laggy and annoying, and I replaced the button with a low quality mirror, like the camera mirror, not the actual thing. And the blue button now toggles props. So, and by props I mean these four avatars that are on display, including Viper. So if there's a bunch of people on the world, all with their own avatars, you can make them all show up. Or like, you could show all their avatars without worrying about lag or randomly crashing, because there's four avatars built into the world at all times. No, you can disable them now. So that's just a little quality of life improvement. And not many people know about this, but the Ronin statue in the middle has a seat, and I know every time I talk about this, every time I talk, now I gotta bring it up. But this actually has purpose now for me to bring it up. Because one, or actually a lot of people, when I showed them that there's a seat in here, they're like, oh yeah, this is cool, but it's kind of silly. You're just in there and no one can see you. The hatch stays closed and you can see out of the hatch. Well, now it's hard to show in the editor. I had footage of gameplay, but audio was stupid, so I re-record everything. Now you can press a little button here that will cause the hatch to open, and actually I can just do hatch closed, hatch opened, and there's interpolation in between them. It doesn't look as jarring as it does in the editor, where it's just snaps open, snaps closed. It actually moves open and closed in game. And it syncs over between clients, so if you're in there and there's a bunch of people roaming around, you can open it up and wave at them, and they'll all see it open up on their screens as well. And say you jump out while it's open, it'll stay open as well. It won't close when you leave the seat. And if you leave it open and then a new player joins, they'll see it also open. So you won't have to close and reopen it for them to see it. It'll sync over properly. So just wanted to get this update out there for everyone to know. These avatars will be removed soon to make way for more. One small thing I'm gonna add on the end is I'm working on bringing some characters from Titanfall that aren't in the final copy of the game. So like Edge Wielder here is a good example. He's one I just started work on. I'm basically taking the base model of some of the pilots and modifying them and stuff, and doing custom UV mapping and texturing, and a little bit of model tweaking and custom modeling so that I can recreate this. This is from the Titanfall 2 art book. It's concept art for a pilot class that had a melee sword, kind of like Ronin, but imagine Ronin as a pilot. That's basically Edge Wielder. And this is the first one I'm working on. I might bring in more. That is, if I even get this one done. Who knows? sometimes I start projects and never finish.